Hello and welcome to the program. Today we have a letter from Nisha from Bhopal. She says, I just found out my husband is having an affair. I suspected it for a while now, with him coming late and just being all sneaky. But yesterday I read an SMS on his phone. I am so heartbroken, I don't know what to do. Please advise. Alright Nisha, obviously you've discovered that your husband's having an affair, and discovering it is not the most pleasant experience. So you're going to experience a range of emotions, okay Nisha, right from feeling despair, feeling hopelessness, feeling confused, angry, sad, even rage. You're going to have these emotions, and I want you to realize that it's very normal. That's the first thing I want you to do, is just find a way to process these emotions. Now, whether it means that you start talking to someone or seeking help from a professional counselor, you're going to have to deal with these emotions. Just pushing them away or pretending that they do not exist is not going to be helpful to you at all. Okay, so remember, a range of emotions, that's one of the things you need to look out for and feel and realize that it's normal. The second thing also is that I would really recommend that you start building a strong support system, Nisha. Now, what do I mean by strong support system? A few people even, such as family members or friends that you can talk to and who are aware of the situation. Now, I know it's very embarrassing to share with people that your husband have had an affair or is having an affair, but if you do not have that support system, you will not be able to have a place where you'll have someone to just listen to you or someone to just vent to, and people at least will be aware of how to deal with your fluctuating moods, because there will be a lot of up and down in this phase of instability. So if you can even take 2 or 3 people who you trust, who are really close to you, and build a support system, that's going to be very helpful. It's going to be even more helpful to you if you have children, because there will be times where you will have to manage certain things on your own while you're dealing with the process of working on your marriage or not, whatever you decide. And these key people will help you with the children, whether it is taking care of them, whether it is dropping them to school, whether it is helping them with whatever activities. At least you know that you have reliable, trustworthy people to leave your children with. So in that sense also, the support system is really important. The final piece also I want to tell you is you're going to have to start thinking about how you want to pick up the pieces. In which direction do you want to go, Nisha? Do you want to work on your marriage? Or do you feel like it's over, that you cannot trust your husband anymore because you feel so betrayed? If you do decide to work on your marriage, my recommendation is that you do it with a trained marital therapist who will be able to give you insight, who will be able to give you some perspective, who will be able to even tell you what your role may have been in the breakdown of this marriage. If you decide to go for couple therapy or marital therapy with your husband, that is also an option, because both of you can dialogue in a space where it will be facilitated by someone. So there's any chance of any kind of explosiveness or any kind of major mood disruption can be tackled by a trained therapist. You might even want to consider the possibility of separation, and that is, either you move out to your own place, or you go spend some time, maybe a couple of weeks, either with your family or a really close friend, and just take some breathing room and some space to just think about what you want to do and how you want to deal with this situation. You definitely would want to do a separation if there's any kind of domestic violence involved or any kind of abusive behavior that's involved, whether it's emotional abuse, physical abuse, or neglect. You definitely then want to do a separation, at least a trial separation for some time. If you feel that you can no longer trust your spouse and you do not want to be in this marriage, that's a decision I would recommend that you don't take immediately. When we first discover an affair or any such major incident, we go into shock. we are really emotional, so we do not want to make any decisions when we're feeling very emotional. So before you even get to the decision of I want to leave my husband, I would recommend that you take some time and really think about this. It's also very important, the last point I want to end here is, this is a process. It's going to take some time, Nisha. You are not going to be able to make a decision overnight. So I want you to be kind to yourself. I would recommend that you just take your time and deal with this process. And of course, I definitely recommend that you do so with the help of someone who is trained, who will be able to guide you. So I hope this was helpful for you, Nisha, and thank you folks for joining us today. This program was brought to you by Grishobha and One Network.